Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HANAN.
My name is HANAN and NISA.
So today, both of us will discuss about what our strategies to make our presentation interesting in front of audience. So here we have 3 questions. So the first question that is, what our strategies to make our presentation interesting? So I think to make our presentation interesting is we can make our presentation short, because I'm sure that audience will bored if we make the presentation long. So if we make the presentation short, the audience can give more attention to us, because the short presentation can sometimes attract people to hear. But if we do the presentation short, we must full of information in our presentation.
So what do you mean was the presentation may be short, but it is full of information.
Yes, that's true. So that is what I think. So what do you think, Lisa?
I think that if we want to attract people to hear our presentation, we may add some stories in our presentation. Maybe it is not a long story, but it is just a short story. Okay, even ourselves, we like to hear stories, right? Okay, so when we tell them that we want to tell them stories, maybe they will lend their ears to the presenter, so that they will hear about the story. Okay, so we don't need to tell the stories in a full version. Maybe we don't need to tell them from the beginning until the end, but maybe we just can add the main point in the story so that we can relate with our presentation. So that even the story is short, so just like Hannah said, the presentation may be short, but it is full of information.
So maybe the audience can remember our story, and in our story have information. So the second question is, what are our strategies to get the attention of our audience? So for me, we must use our tone differently. Sometimes we use high tone, sometimes we use low tone, because if we just use the same tone, so the audience will get bored easily. So if you use different tone, they can differentiate that our point is important to get, so that they can jot down the note, jot down the information that we give.
So do you mean that if let's say we want to tell something serious, so we might hide our tone?
Yes, we must use our high tone, because our presentation maybe is about sexual harassment. So the sexual harassment is the serious matter, the serious issue. So maybe we can use the high tone more than low tone.
So Hanan, I think that maybe, in my opinion, it is just similar as your opinion. Maybe with Hanan, she thought that we need to use our tone. For me, I think that we can play with the audience emotion. So let's say the presentation is about something serious, so maybe we need to make a serious face. Along the presentation, we may smile, but in a certain circumstances, maybe the point that we want to tell is something serious. Like Hannah said, it's about sexual harassment. So sexual harassment is something that is serious issue. So it is awkward for us to smile during the main point. So maybe we can make serious face, so that when they look at our face, they will think, they really want to elaborate something that is really important and serious for us to hear, for the audience to hear. So I think it is good to combine your emotion and your tone in your presentation.
So that audience can get that the information that we give to them is a serious point. So our last question is, what our strategies to make sure our audience remember our presentation? So for me, I think that we can include our point in a joke. So yeah, sometimes people like to hear jokes and they easily to remember the jokes. And when we include the point in our jokes, so the audience can share with other person after our presentation. So because of that, it means that they remember our presentation. So the jokes in the same time they can laugh with our jokes, but not maybe not more jokes because we present the serious issue. So
I just want to ask Hanan. So let's say our presentation title is about sexual harassment. So it is necessary for us to make a joke.
maybe the sexual harassment is a serious issue, right? So maybe we have other point that maybe the ways how to we prevent the sexual harassment. So maybe some of the point of the ways that we can include the jokes, but not all our point is include the jokes, but to make them remember our presentation, we can include our jokes.
I get it. Okay. So, in my opinion, I think that all of us like to imagine something, right? We like to daydream, right? So I think when the presenter want to present their speech, maybe they can ask the audience to play with their imagination. Maybe so. Let's say the presenter want to tell about the effect if someone do the harassment, so that the presenter may ask the audience to imagine. Okay, let's say if they do the things that is prohibited by the law, maybe they will get into the jail. And what will happen with their life after that? What will happen with their family? What will happen with their education?
We
like
can
that.
imagine that.
So when people imagine, they will remember about that. So let's say if the presenter ask them to imagine the effect that if they do a good things, so maybe the effect that they will get if they do a good thing, they will have a happy family. Maybe they will become rich or a billionaire, or maybe they can get a higher education. So let's say if someone want to do the harassment towards other, they will remember first. Oh, let's say if I do this thing, I will get into the jail. So what will happen to my family? So they will imagine what they had imagined before. So I think that is all the question, right?
Yeah, we have just 3 questions, so we already answered the all questions. So that's all from us about what is our strategies to our presentation, next presentation.
So thank you for lending us your ears, and thanks for watching this video.
Yeah.
Goodbye.